now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
True international suffered depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to the latest and greatest episode of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. We are at episode number 307. I am Jeffrey.
And I'm Brian.
And we're just two guys drinking some beers, talking about what's going on. I thought we might have a bit of an issue with content considering we did our last episode a day late and we're doing this one a day early, but we managed to find plenty of material, especially considering food stamps run out in 2 days or 1 day.
Right.
But plenty to talk about on that. First, they've made multiple arrests in this Louvre heist.
Yes, they have people trying to flee the country.
Yeah, and this article I read said they didn't release how many were arrested, but I just read an article that I almost shared, but because this one didn't tell me how many, didn't mean much, but it said 5 more have been arrested. So this does sound like an Ocean's plot, doesn't it?
Yep.
Crazy. Except the Ocean's guys never got caught, did they?
No.
Plattner, this Democrat in New York, Maine, right? Running for
Oh, the Nazi guy?
Yes, the actual the Democrats finally found a real Nazi.
It is Maine, but he covered up that tattoo. You know, he wasn't. He didn't know what he got. Ago. He was a drunken Marine.
First of all, he found out what this tattoo meant 20 years ago and kept wearing it until it affected his chance to run for office. He's claimed to be a communist, a socialist. Now he's saying he's progressive. He's had a Nazi tattoo, and leave it to the Democrats to finally find an actual Nazi.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of calling them names and saying they're evil, they try to elect the guy as a senator. You can't make this shit up, dude.
No. I wish you could.
Yeah, he's saying the Democrat Party's trying to destroy his life. I'm like, then why are you running as a Democrat? Which he's still probably going to win this because I'm pretty sure they already went through the primary, right?
I think isn't that a ranked choice state too?
I don't know. I don't know enough about. All I know really about Maine's voting process, they're one of the few states that can split their electoral vote, right? That splits it.
Yeah.
And I think that's about as much as I know about Maine's voting policy, but he's the Democrat. People are going to just click D in Maine, you know it. Okay. I've been trying to not speculate on this Charlie Kirk murder thing, what's going on, because too many times you just look like a complete fool. I mean, have you seen Candace Owens going nuts?
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying she's wrong, but she's connecting a whole bunch of dots that I'm not sure are there. But this is something that I've been thinking about for a little while. Did you read any of those text messages Tyler Robinson, the alleged killer, sent his boyfriend, trans lover, furry, whatever you want to call this person?
No.
Well, one, they were like in perfect grammar, like punctuation and everything, which is you don't usually see in text messages.
No.
But it seems, I don't know, you saw Breaking Bad, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, we made those recordings to make it sure that everyone knew his family had nothing to do with it, even though they were involved.
Yeah.
Like, that's what these messages seemed like to me. And now this trans furry lover of Robinson is missing.
Whole family. Their whole family's in hiding.
I think it's entirely possible that this person is the killer and Robinson's trying to take is admitted to it. So this whole trial can go on, happen. And then, not convict him or something. I don't know. It seems feasible that this guy isn't actually the killer. He's trying to keep his lover. And I use that word because that's the word this guy used in his text messages.
It is, yeah.
I think he's trying to protect his love. I don't know. I'm surprised I put this up. Oh, I put it in follow up because we've been talking about this for like a year now, haven't we? The shooting in Newport News.
I'm
More stuff
queuing
came
up
out,
the
right?
video. Well, the trial started this week. They fought it, and the trial.
From what I'm seeing, what I saw in the article was the apparently the principal had been informed this kid had a gun on him and didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good reason to lose your job, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, the principal retired. I'm trying to figure out where the hell the actual video is on this article.
Yeah, that's always fun, isn't it? While you're figuring that out, I'm just going to point out that Virginia, I've brought this up a couple times. There's so much Virginia news going on that it's normally I like to keep it under local, but it fits into like ICE, dumbass government officials, friggin' SNAP. You know, it fits into every category every time, and we have different categories every week. You know,
yeah.
I kind of just organize them by all the articles we collected and go, well, how can I make this flow into a conversation? Still getting your butt kicked by that article, aren't you?
Well, I think I figured out which video. It's a pop-up thing. I'm working my way through an ad that I can't skip through. And I'll see if it actually starts playing body cam footage or not. Right now, I can tell you where the best place to get your, all right. Yeah. Now,
Well,
let me come back to Zoom and
anyone who wants to toss us a couple bucks to get a subscription to some of these news services so we don't have to wait for commercials, the Jeffrey and Brian show, PayPal account, right?
yeah.
Does that usually get linked in with the when we
Not
post these
always.
things? Okay.
I'll post it in.
I'm not expecting any donations ever, but you know, it'd be nice if someone tossed us a buck here or there. All right, so what do we got here? But that little tiny one in the corner is your article. Is the
Oh no, I'm going full screen with it. What the hell? I had it full screen a minute ago.
and it looks frozen, like it's supposed to be playing.
It ain't playing shit.
The big commercial you got up there keeps playing though, huh?
Yeah, that's a different site. Oh wait, it's not frozen anymore.
Suit trial, body cam video was shown.
What's the problem with it now?
You don't see it?
Nothing's moving. Nothing's making any sound.
I'm watching it.
Come over here. Anyway, what kind of aftermath was there after this?
Great. Now you got to put it back. Got to put it together at the end.
See, that's gonna be a ton of fun to put back together after stopping the recording by accident. Who had body cam footage?
I don't know. I give up.
Do we even know who had a body camera on?
I think it was the cops and the cops.
So when the cops shot him, this was a student that shot a teacher, right?
Yeah, 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Got the gun from his mom, who ended up going down for drug charges, marijuana.
Was that? I thought she got in trouble for leaving a firearm accessible to a child too.
That too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where this goes. I don't know exactly. Is it a criminal case that's happening or a civil case against the school itself in the city? Yeah. Because I know she's suing the city and the school itself, right? You frozen or
No, I'm here.
all right. It looked like you weren't moving or anything.
Oh.
All right. Oh, geez. The GOP-led oversight committee is talking about undoing these auto pen pardons. Uh,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
that's just the
understand the logic, but I don't
oversight
think it's
committee. Now they're referring it to the DOJ to decide what they want to do.
yeah. Um, as much as I understand the argument and even agree with it, I don't think it's going to go anywhere because, excuse me, the president has pretty much 100% say over this, right? And I mean, I don't remember reading anywhere in the Constitution that says he actually has to sign anything to pardon anyone. So I don't know what a court, let alone the appeals and Supreme Court, would say to this. What do you think about it?
I mean, in theory, I agree with it, but I don't know. I don't think the Supreme Court's getting involved in this.
Nah, yeah, geez, that would.
That's the only way that these pardons are going to get overturned. And, I just don't see the Supreme Court wanting to get into these muddy waters.
From what I remember hearing was the only pardons he actually physically signed himself were for himself and his own family.
Well, he's come out and said, no, I had decisions on all of it. I did.
His messages from his staffer saying, like the staffer said, "I approve this. Go auto pen the pardon and stuff like that." It's like, why don't you say the president wants you to do it or something? Get out of it. I don't think there's much anyone can do. He pardoned rapists and murderers. There's not much we can do about it now. You're not
And
going to go put
so,
him back
yeah,
in prison.
no.
The best argument these guys would have had is these preemptive pardons versus the auto pen. They could have said you can't pardon someone for something they've never been accused of or convicted of, right? Especially what the one
Yeah.
for Fauci actually extended into the future from when it was signed, didn't it?
Yeah.
By like a couple weeks or a month or something.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think he would. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
wish there was
DC
video of this. I wish there was video of this.
of what of the
Or at least
the,
audio of it.
the
I didn't see
congresswoman.
this when you post. Yeah, I didn't see this when you posted before. It's like, so yeah,
Yeah,
Delegate Eleanor Norton Holmes, the wonderful DC representative.
who doesn't get to vote anyway?
No, she has just admitted to being scammed out of $4,000 because some people came in her house claiming they were there to do HVAC work. They did nothing and charged her credit card $4,000. But she says she's got early stages of dementia. But she's going to run for re-election to keep DC going. That's
That's
what
crazy.
DC needs. DC needs people that can't and represent them that don't remember what happened yesterday or what they had for breakfast.
Or is going to pay someone $4,000 to walk in your house, look at your HVAC unit, and walk back out. you
Right.
know? Yeah, they can be trusted with all this fiscal policy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, she's all about the insider trading.
she's admitting that she's got dementia, demented,
Yep.
and she's going to still be an elected official. And the crazy thing is, DC's still going to vote for her because they don't.
Oh,
They're
hell
going to
yeah.
see
She's a
Democrat on the ticket.
Democrat. As long as she wins the primary, she'll stay. She'll be number one.
This next one I laughed pretty good at, and I was hoping it would friggin' make the Dems, the libs in particular, blow their minds, like just blow
No,
them
they're too
away.
busy. They're too busy worrying about the government shutdown and feeding people.
Well, South Korea gave Trump a replica of an ancient crown from Korea.
He's a king. He should have a crown.
I laughed so hard at that. I was like, oh, the Dems are going to lose their shit. And no one said a word. I was like, oh, come on, guys. I want to see you like freak out and scream like when he won office the first time, you know? And Barry Weiss. Okay, I finally found out who Barry Weiss is. I thought Barry Weiss was a dude first.
No.
She used to run Freedom, some newspaper like
And they got
First
bought
Freedom.
out by Paramount, who now owns CBS, who now owns everything under the sun.
Oh, well, they way overvalued her company. And I think that was because she didn't want to sell her business at
That
all
happens all the time. Uh-oh.
until they offered her $150 million for her newspaper. And then they went and put her in charge of CBS.
He's got Windows 11 now.
And fresh haircut. Looking dapper in your white t-shirt.
His wife beater.
Well, you just need a mustard stain, then you can beat the crap out of your wife.
I think he's frozen.
That's what it looks. Just updated his computer and rebooted it.
He got his computer working, and now he's frozen.
Wasn't even ready. I would laugh my ass off if you could hear us laughing at him too.
Now he can.
There.
Oh, he's back. You were frozen there for like a couple of minutes.
He's
Can you
frozen
hear
again.
us now?
He's frozen again. He just like shifted his head a little bit. All right, well, let's hope his connection gets better.
Yeah, because he's
hey!
been frozen.
Yeah,
You're frozen.
I know my laptop's acting up. I don't know why.
How old is that sucker? Is it as old as you?
Yeah,
Close.
I don't want to get rid of it because like I say, I got a lot of add-ons. I like a 3 USB.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work,
still
what's
works.
good at your USB ports if it doesn't work?
No, it's like I don't know what's like it want to update and like I don't want it to update and like just keep wanting to update. I don't like it.
You know you can get dongles to add extra USBs, right?
Yes, but I still got the printer connection, HDMI.
Why are you hooking up your computer directly to a printer?
Because I got a printer.
I do it wireless.
Yeah.
I print from my cell phone in any room in the house.
I got an old printer. It still works. So why get rid of it? It still works.
I know. I understand the argument. It still works. But realistically, I don't even print that much anymore. Like the occasional shipping label. You know what I mean?
Well, I do it for
I don't
business.
Well, I like to have it because my old job, I used to like work out of my laptop and connect to old printers for work and stuff like that. So, you know.
But yeah, anyway, Barry Weiss has laid off like the entire race and culture unit, the DEI crap.
Yeah, and the assistant co-host of the CBS Evening News resigned, left.
And what's her name there? King? Is it not Carol King, right? Who's the one who went up in orbit or whatever, or the vomit comet?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I know who you're talking about though, but
yeah, she's still
Gail King?
doing Gail King. She's doing the morning show for like a decade on CBS, and they're saying that her contract expires in May and they may not renew it. But I laughed because they called it a bloodbath with all these layoffs, and all I could think was Trump used this term once, and I was assured this couldn't mean anything else except for physical violence. Right?
Yep.
So I don't understand, like, why do the Dems keep telling me something's evil and wrong, and then when it happens the other way, it's, oh, this is a term we use all the time, like fight like hell.
Because what's good for the goose is not good for the gander.
Yes. You know what a gander is?
A lot of geese.
Horse, yeah, geese.
No, that's a gaggle.
Gaggle, yeah.
Gander is a male goose.
Those are the really polite ones, right?
They will crack you in the kneecap with their bill if you try to pull their drowning duck out of the mud. No, their drowning gosling out of the mud. I know that because that happened to me once when I was like 5 and it hurt for like 2 weeks.
I thought that sounded like a story from experience.
Yeah, that bill is hard, and that big long neck gets a lot of inertia going, and without all that torque, you know. But as we mentioned, SNAP could well be running out here, or is running out unless the government gets reopened.
Well, the federal government is not going to fund it anymore after tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but West Virginia, to counter this isn't even a government thing. This is local businesses like restaurants have gotten together, and each different place in different areas is offering a free meal for children, free meals for children every day. Like a different place will do it a different day to make sure that the kids don't actually go hungry. And I was like, see, look at that. I don't even need government help. The actual people can help. You know what I mean? For example, food shelters, churches, right?
Yep. Yeah, we got a restaurant here in the Hampton area that's doing something similar. They're doing weekend healthy meal bags for school-age children who parents need a little extra help.
Mm, yeah,
They're basically handing out 2 breakfasts, 2 lunch, 2 dinners, snacks, fresh fruit, and in a brown bag.
there you go. We also, this I found interesting. West Virginia's Attorney General and 17 others are asking Democrats to prevent the shutdown from happening.
They you know what they got back in return?
Not
The- They
another
got the
failed
middle
vote,
finger.
which is funny because West Virginia, you can actually looks like a middle finger. Uh, but yeah, this is something that's driving me nuts. They keep blaming the Republicans for this. It's like you guys have had 13 votes just to fund SNAP,
This
and you
is
said no every
No, they're
time.
not. They're not agreeing. I had a vote to fund the military and essential workers, not the whole government, but just
Mm.
military and the people that are actually still working. They said
Well,
no.
I brought
They
this up,
don't
and I
want
had
to
someone.
lose their leverage.
What leverage? The Republicans are actually gaining in population during popularity
Popularity.
Yep.
right now during this shutdown. Like this is not helping the Democrat cause. And when we get
Schumer
into
and
this,
Schumer especially cannot like cave at this point because he's about to get, even if he does cave, even if he caves or not, he's going to be primaried next year. Next time he's up for re-election by AOC.
you really think she's gonna try to take his spot?
Hell yeah, she wants power.
Well, you think she can win it because that's a statewide vote versus the Bronx.
That's a whole nother issue.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
She ain't gonna win upstate New York, but neither does he normally. So
True, but he can get people from other parts of New York State and even New York City besides his immediate area.
I think
Uh,
she'd probably win. Maybe not by a landslide, but I think she could win Buffalo. I think she could win Rochester. You know, I
but
think she
she's
could win
retarded.
Albany. Yes, we've talked about it on this show.
I know. And apparently it's okay to call people retarded again. So I'm going to use this word as much
Oh,
as I
retarded
can.
gray
Well,
again.
we haven't got those ratings in. Let me check on that.
Hey,
Ratings. What
is retarded great again?
make retarded great again? Mara. Marva.
We've had 7 downloads since I put that up on Sunday for Are You Retarded? That's down 30%.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, I'm not even saying people necessarily they're not necessarily watching the episode or listening to it because of the title and the thumb. I'm just saying that you don't get banned from everything these days for using the word retarded like you would 5 years ago, you know?
No.
Uh, so tell me about Virginia. There's so much shit happening in Virginia,
oh
but
yeah.
I'm particularly interested in this gubernatorial race you guys got going on.
Yeah. You want to take this, Ray?
So right now, ever since the Jay Jones,
That
we've been
didn't help.
dragging. Yeah, ever since Jay Jones text messages were revealed, he admitted to it. It been dragging the entire ticket down. So now it's like almost a head-to-head match, even match.
Yeah,
And
she was at a rally. She was at a football game at one of the colleges, might have been JMU,
mhm.
and a man caught yelling at her, "Go back to Haiti," and she's like, I'm from
Dang.
Jamaica, not Haiti."
Yeah, fucking the
And
Democrat.
what kind of Democrat's gonna say we don't want migrants here, right?
Exactly. They were open arms, you know. They want everybody to come to America.
Do they believe the shit that they're saying, or is it just Trump said one thing, so I have to say the opposite?
I think they believe it, but like I said, this could be my show title. What's good for the goose ain't good for the gander, you know, type thing, you know.
Rules for thee
Because,
kind of thing.
they're two-faced, you know. If as long as a Dem says it, they're all about it. But as soon as the roles are reversed, I never said that. I don't
Oh,
remember.
just like this Maine Nazi.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, we already talked about him.
Okay.
Yeah, that Maine Nazi. It's like all of a sudden it's not a big deal that be an actual Nazi. It's like
Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi.
what's crazy is a dude I know from back home that I went to high school with. I don't know if he was cracking jokes, but I didn't mention this guy was a Marine or anything back in the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My buddy was a Marine, or is a Marine, because once a Marine, always a Marine. Told me that this guy was in his unit, and I was like, "Oh my God, were you there when he got this tattoo done?"
Right. They're not going to admit
uh,
to that.
are you kidding me? If I was overseas with a buddy of mine, he's about to get a Nazi tattoo on his chest. I'm gonna watch it happen and laugh my ass off
I
until it's
got
over,
pretty
and then
drunk
tell him.
overseas on Liberty multiple times,
I still
but
didn't
I
get a Nazi
never got
tattoo.
drunk enough to get a Nazi tattoo.
Oh my God! Did you get drunk enough to mess with the lady boys in Thailand?
No.
All right. And you were right. Was we were talking about Obama saying you have to vote for Harris or else you ain't black, right?
Yeah.
Because she's
Yeah.
black. You went and found the article for me where Obama is
Yeah.
basically said that and is now backing the Jewish person over the black woman.
Right. And now he's come
Fascinating
out.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's them, not black. I mean, you can't have it both ways. Just because the black person is the opposite party, you don't get to go back and forth in your statements.
They're hypocrites. They don't care.
Thanks to the internet, we can find it again.
But he said a year ago.
Well, the thing is,
No, it was longer than that, but still.
No, last year the election, Kamala
yeah,
Harris.
when she was running for office.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And that's the thing is, I don't think they're hypocrites because hypocrites means they're going against their own morals and values. I don't think they have any. I think they're just
Yeah.
fucking liars to get what they want,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
which is not helping their brand. Let's be real.
Well, Spanberger tried to help her brand today when she
Oh,
saw that the Earl Sears campaign bus caught on fire en route to an event. She put a Facebook post out. It's like, I'm glad everybody is safe and stuff like that. She tried to show some compassion.
Yeah.
yeah. The question is, how did it catch fire? Was it a Molotov cocktail tossed by a
No, it looked
Spanberger
like a
supporter?
right. Looked like
Looks
a break fire or something like that.
Oh, that's
The whole back end of the bus was on fire. So
It looked like the front end.
I thought the picture I saw was back end.
Oh.
Let me look at this picture again.
Mm-hmm.
that. By the way, that article you got there is the one I shared. Guapo shared one like right before we started,
Mm-hmm.
so he might have a better picture. I don't know than the
Oh,
other article.
yeah, it could be the front.
Yeah. It looked like it could be a break or something. Just caught on fire. It happens.
I gotta watch an ad first.
You got to take care of your. You got to maintain your brakes on your buses more.
Mm. Yeah.
Speaking of buses, did you hear Mom Donnie said he's going to not only make the buses free, but he's going to make them faster in New York?
Yeah,
Come down, Elon Musk.
how's he gonna make them faster?
Like those buses can go 100 miles an hour. Like that's
Yeah, but
It's
Yeah,
it's
but I
either-
guess they'll be faster because nobody's actually gonna get on them except the homeless people, and they're just gonna ride
Stay
around
on
on them free all night long because that'll be their new home. Nobody else is gonna want to. No tourist is gonna want to get on a bus.
But the
No.
speed limit's 25 and there's traffic. Is he suggesting he somehow removing all the POVs from the road?
He'll get to that.
Do we call them POVs in the civilian world?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if everyone knew what a POV was, a personally owned
Personally
vehicle.
operated vehicle.
And did we mention this snap thing in Virginia before we started recording?
Yes.
All right, so I mentioned what West Virginia is doing,
Yeah.
and you said Virginia's doing some of the same stuff, but you also have the government
Well,
stepping in, right?
didn't you say West Virginia was basically a lot of states are sending money straight to their food banks program.
Yeah.
Virginia is not going that route. They're going the more direct route. They're going to deliver money onto the EBT cards every week for anybody that's got SNAP benefits. So instead of getting all their SNAP benefits at one time, once a month, they're going to get a little bit each month, each week of the month.
So Virginia is cashing into their own emergency supply
Yes, they are. Yes,
instead
they
of
are.
demanding the federal government do it.
Yes. Yep.
Which,
They're
by
not
the way,
suing the federal government cut to get SNAP turned back on. They're using their own emergency money.
Oh, I laughed at those. How many states? What, 30 states or something stupid. Like 20 something states are suing Trump about this. It's like you guys are elected officials running states. You run governments, and you don't understand the president doesn't get to decide this. Like, this is Congress.
The
Right.
power of the purse.
Now, here's the question: are these people actually fucking retarded?
Yes.
Or do they think their constituents are retarded and will just believe whatever they're told?
Yes and yes.
Well, I mean, if they genuinely believe this crap, then they're not misleading the people, I guess, on purpose. Versus, I know I'm lying to you, but you're gonna take my side of this argument. Talking about dumbass government officials.
Yep.
Back to Spanberger.
The Democrat nominee for governor in the state of Virginia.
Yes. One of her organizers, like her top 8 or whatever, was on video like rolling her eyes 6 days after Charlie Kirk was killed. So that just lets you know what these people think about murdering your political opponents.
Yeah.
And geez, almost like someone actually said they wanted to murder their political opponents on that same ticket, you know? Jeez. Crazy.
And she has not withdrawn her support for him either.
No,
he's not going to win because the polls have really swayed in favor of the incumbent Republican.
It's the Cuban guy.
He's our only shoe-in for this election coming up in a few days.
Yeah, because the governor cannot run again, and
but the polls are definitely closing in on the other two positions.
Oh, they're so desperate right now. That's why they're calling Obama.
That's why Obama came to campaign in Virginia.
Yeah, so.
Why didn't Governor Blackface run again?
Not allowed. Well, you can't do 2 runs. You can't. He could rerun. Yeah, you're right. Not consecutive.
Yeah, why didn't?
But he's probably got some cushy job from
civilian world. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's a pediatrician, dude. He lived not that far from me, by the way, too.
Really?
Did you take your kids to him?
No, fuck that. No, my kids go to a different city, so.
Now you should go over there wearing a Ku Klux Klan uniform.
Yeah.
And your kid's in whiteface and see what he says.
Did he go back to being a practicing pediatrician?
Yeah, people. He's that's what he does. So.
Okay.
He's not even the great. You can see the Google review on him. I heard him. No, even before that, even before he was a governor, he was horrible reviews. So,
you guys ever heard of Loyola?
Yeah, I've heard that
university. Yeah, it's in New Orleans. I had never heard of it, but that doesn't mean much.
I shared this article.
Yeah, well, it fits right in underneath this last one. Apparently, they shut down a Turning Point USA chapter.
They won. There was an application in for it, and they denied it because this is a Catholic university also. So they're saying that Charlie Kirk's beliefs and faith did not align with the Catholic Church and the Catholic university.
What did Charlie Kirk say or do that didn't align with the Catholic Church?
They don't go into that in the article. Surprise, surprise.
Of course not, because I could quote you doctrine. Like, shoot, even oh my God, Pope Francis, the last guy. Even he was like, "Nah, man, like abortion's not right. Transing children is not right." The Pope says this stuff. I'm pretty sure that means the Catholic Church agrees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least the way I was taught growing up Catholic my entire life and still attending Catholic Mass. And this is fun. State senator in Maryland has been indicted for extortion. Apparently, he threatened to release, or she, I'm not sure, threatened to release sexually explicit materials.
Damn.
Yeah, if something didn't go their way. What was it? Threatened to release an explicit video on a former consultant's affair. Extortion related to her 2022 campaign for State House. So, yeah, Democrat, Maryland.
Typical.
On the same,
Okay, well, these people are not following Hunter Biden's plans, Hunter Biden never had his cocaine actually delivered to the White House. He just brought it himself. But that's not how it works in Massachusetts, is it?
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah. Dude, okay. He was aide of the governor, right?
Yep.
This dude Lamar Cook.
Mhm.
8 keys of blow.
Drove delivered to a government building in Massachusetts.
Milligrams.
He's going down for a long time.
He may never get out of prison for this. And what is going on? Especially Massachusetts. How many more of these officials that are either elected or appointed are going to get arrested before the people of Massachusetts say, "What the hell is going on?"
Well,
I
that's
don't
what
think
happened.
I don't think they're ever going to say that. I mean, it's kind of what's going on in New York City right now, where they're going to elect Madami.
Yeah, they're going to like him until everyone who makes any money at all leaves,
A
and then
lot
the
of
only
people
people
will
left to tax
leave.
are the
Yeah,
poor.
a lot
The
of
only
people
people left to
leave.
be, yep. And the thing is, a lot of these folks, oh, good. If the billionaires leave, good. Fuck them. It's like they pay all of the tax,
Hmm.
and chances are you work for one of them. You're going to lose your job too.
Yep.
So good luck,
Meanwhile,
guys.
back in Massachusetts, this brilliant governor is she's proposing a tax on your excise tax.
Yeah.
A tax on
There's
a
all sorts.
tax. What could go wrong?
Well, that's the thing is they're only allowed to raise taxes so much each year in Massachusetts. So instead of breaking the laws and increasing the tax too much, she's going to tax your tax on like your cars and your houses and stuff like that.
That sounds like an increase on taxes.
Yeah, this sounds like turning it into a tax and not a fine with the Affordable Care Act, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And again, Massachusetts, you're going to see a lot of people fleeing, and it's going to be anyone who pays taxes into your government. And then look, then you left with this welfare state, and they're going to blame everyone else. Why isn't this working? Well, you're taxing these people at 50%. You know, it's like I can work remotely, collect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, oh, a mayor in Coachella. I didn't realize that was an actual city. I thought it was just the name of a
Mm.
concert.
No, well, I think the Coachella concert's on the East Coast, and this was in California. So
Yes, yeah. He's been arrested and faces 7 years in prison. Shoot, I can't remember what he's getting he got picked up for. Let me have a quick look here. Mayor of Coachella has been arrested and faces uncertain future in public policy. The Riverside County District Attorney's Office announced Thursday. Stephen Hernandez is taken into custody October 28th and faces several felony and misdemeanor charges of perjury and conflict of interest. Oh, that's right. This is the guy who hired his own company to do business within
Riverside's down near Los Angeles, so it's Southern California.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, he hired his own companies to do all this work and use taxpayer money, which is
And
a big no-no.
sticking with California, we've got California billionaires that are going to, thanks to Governor Newsom, they're facing a proposed one-time wealth tax.
Yeah,
How do you think they're going to react to that?
first of all, before we even go into that question there, Brian, how many times have we heard this is going to be a one-time thing?
It's never a one-time thing.
Wasn't Reagan's amnesty supposed to be a one-time thing?
Yeah, while Reagan was president.
It was supposed to never. We're going to do it once. We're going to close the border, and we never have to do this again.
But
And
then the
now,
Republicans caved, and we did it again.
yeah, and they want to do it again now. It's like they're going to keep coming if you keep just giving them citizenship. But yeah, and they want to tax the net worth of anyone worth over so much money. The problem is these guys don't have $85 billion sitting in a bank account.
No, it's invested in shit.
They
That's
own
how the wealthy
businesses.
yeah, that's how the wealthy people get wealthy and they stay wealthy is it's invested in a bunch of shit.
Okay, now let's say your net worth is X, and you have to pay Y%, and that comes to W. When
That's why
W
people are
equals,
moving to Florida,
yeah,
Texas,
but if
Tennessee.
W equals like $50 million, most of these billionaires don't have $50 million just sitting around to
No.
spend. That means they're going to have to sell off shares of companies, which when the CEO, founder, or whatever dumps massive amounts of shares, other people dump shares, which dumps the value of the company. So now the guy's not worth nearly as much as he was taxed for,
No.
and your 401k took a shit, your retirement plan.
Is this the same coalition that calling for taxes on billionaires to take care of the state deficit?
That's the idea, is they want to use this money to fix a lot of that
Oh,
stuff. And
these
it's
are
like,
Philadelphia people. So
oh, the next one, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, the Philadelphians are trying to tax billionaires to solve their state deficit, or
The
you
same
cut back on spending.
the same way they want to do they're not calling it a wealth tax, they're calling it an unrealized gains tax. So like, oh, your house went up in value, you owe us a cut of what that house is worth now.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
you have 20 pounds of silver and it doubled in value over 20 years, you owe us 30% of what it's worth. It's like,
people
that
will
means I
move
have to
out of
sell my
Pennsylvania
silver.
in a heartbeat. There's
Uh,
not a whole lot holding people to Pennsylvania.
Fetterman, I don't know what's going on. Fetterman's the most logical guy in the Dem Party right now.
And they're going to primary him when he comes up for re-election.
Yes, they are. And he was the one that everyone was like, you're really going to pick the guy, the stroke victim who can't speak. That's the way it was at the time.
Yeah, well, he got over that.
Yeah, well, maybe if he could speak, he wouldn't have won election in Pennsylvania, because they would have heard what he had to say. Like, they're not Nazis, they're not fascists.
I
Don't
actually
just kill
think
people.
I think his policies have changed since he got into office.
Possibly.
He's more of a Manchin kind of Democrat. And the
I mean,
party's leaving those people behind.
yeah, like a 1990s Democrat,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. I love hearing
Even the Clinton JFK Democrats, they wouldn't belong in this party now.
even Obama wouldn't. When Obama took office, he was against same-sex marriage. He would be considered a homophobe by today's standards, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe he said marriage is between one man and one woman while he was running for office. And Clinton's shit. Does anyone realize Trump was the first president in U.S. history to take office supporting same-sex marriage?
Nope.
Nobody gives a shit. Just like everyone's so excited about this vaccine, and it's like Trump was the one who pushed it forward. That's actually something I keep bringing up. But these guys just don't know what's going on around them, and they don't care to find out. But they're ready to shoot people for saying, "Hey, man, that's not what actually happened." You know?
Yeah. And Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, he doesn't want the National Guard there, but more people are dying with him under as mayor in
Oh, not
Chicago.
just that. Black people are dying. Well, they took down the what do they call it? The shot finder or whatever.
Yeah,
The,
it was racially profiling people.
You mean they put these sensors out to hear gunshots in areas so that you could triangulate where the gunshot happened? They're
They
saying
should
that's
have put
racially
it in.
profiling.
They should have put it in the suburbs too.
No, you put it where people are being shot, right?
I almost
Where the
spit on
gun,
my beer.
you put them where people are getting shot. You don't waste all your money to put it in this suburban neighborhood where the worst thing that happens is someone breaks into your garage and borrows your fucking lawnmower and
And
fills
brings
it
it
up with
back with a
gas
full
for
tank.
you.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, well, this is racist because it profiles. It's like, no, it's helping people. Jesus Christ. It would at least get an ambulance there to get people off the street before they die.
Nope, can't do that.
No, let them die. And yeah, keep voting for these guys. Oh, he's not racist. How come young black men are dying at a higher rate under your guy? You know? But it doesn't matter as long as if it's not the police shooting them, it's okay, right? Black
Right.
men can kill black men all they want. No one gives a shit. That's not an issue. Just like Nigeria. How many times have we hear the word genocide concerning Israel and Gaza? A couple of times a day.
Yeah.
Does anyone realize that there's right now an actual genocide occurring in Nigeria where they're going out seeking out Christians and executing them. It's been going on for years.
Yeah, and didn't some
No one
Americans
cares.
get caught up into this too from the embassy?
Yes. But actual genocide, we're going to find all the people of this particular group and we're going to kill them all. Versus, we're going to keep blowing up the bad guys. Unfortunately, civilians died too. Somehow that's genocide, but I'm going to wipe out the Jews isn't genocide. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to wipe out the Christians, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow, we really finished all that? Or that was quick. Oh shit, we've been at this about an hour already. Or almost anyway.
Uh-huh.
So this is amazing to me. This article said refugees will be among the first to lose SNAP benefits.
Why do they have SNAP benefits to begin with?
That's the question right there, Brian. Isn't that the very argument that we're having over the government shutting down as non-citizens getting these benefits they're not supposed to?
Yeah, or rich Americans getting subsidies for Obamacare.
That's something that blows.
Because Biden in the Inflation Reduction Act, they put all these extra subsidies in place, but there was no income limits on it. So anybody that applied for Obamacare could get a subsidy, no matter if they made $1 million or they made $5.
It's funny. I actually watched the interview Tim Pool did today with Rand Paul.
Uh-huh.
And they were talking about exactly that. Rand Paul's like, you can make $225,000 a year and you're still getting subsidized by the government for your health care. He's like, this is a real problem.
Yeah. Those people can afford their health care.
People making that much money can afford not to have health insurance and pay out of pocket.
That's how a lot of rich people do it, is pay out of pocket if they don't have subsidies.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, why not? If you offer to pay cash, my doctor actually, I recently, since I moved to West Virginia, my health has turned a little bit. My doctor was like, you're still like, exactly as in shape as you should be, like peak physical male fitness kind of thing. It was, but you are a little on the high side of the good end of cholesterol. I was like, freaking West Virginia food, so goddamn good.
Almost as good as Taco Bell.
Oh, no Taco Bell's near me, dude. No, this is all homemade stuff with using Crisco to cook and frying.
Well, if you're cooking at home, you don't need to make it with Crisco. They make better.
I know. We usually eat at home, but when we do go out, I get the gross, greasy, delicious stuff.
Okay.
But the doctor was like, "Hey, if you don't have insurance, we can do cash, and it's gonna cost like a third as much." And I was like,
always does.
Yeah, I was like, Doc, I understand. He's like, I have insurance. I got TRICARE. He goes, oh, excellent. TRICARE is awesome. I was like, yes, it is. I was like, but that just goes to show you what a freaking racket this shit is. That they can cut the price in a third if it's going to be a cash payment.
Because they don't have to deal with the rigmarole of putting in claims to the government,
But
and the insurance company.
A third amount of much money is enough to still be profitable, that means they've tripled the price to hand off to the insurance company. Which means that we're all paying more for all of this stuff because of the insurance company.
Yeah. Well, TRICARE is tied in with Medicare, so whatever is agreed to in the contract for Medicare, that's what gets paid to the doctors with TRICARE too. So,
and that's interesting. You say that. Or brought that up. I've been getting mail for like a week about enrolling in Medicare. I'm like, what?
Congratulations. You are retired from the military or you're on disability from the military and you're going to keep getting those until the day you're actually eligible for Medicare.
Okay.
You're not eligible for any of those supplements and any of those plans, but you're in the mailing list system now. So you are going to keep getting them every year during open enrollment time.
Is there some way I can get my name off this list?
I haven't figured it out yet. I'm getting closer to being eligible. That's when I probably get my name off the list.
Just go get myself a felony so I don't have to worry about this anymore, right?
I don't recommend that. That'll be the end of the show.
Yeah. Well, speaking of felonies, you seen any of this shit on TikTok that's been going like mad viral of these people about SNAP benefits?
I've heard about it, and I heard that they're planning on looting all the stores if they don't get their SNAP benefits.
Yeah. And one lady made a point. She's like, "Oh no, we ain't gonna loot the stores. She's like, we ain't doing that shit. We're waiting for you to go to your car to load your car up, and we're just gonna take all your shit." And like, what are you gonna do about it? One lady, this is awesome. She goes, "What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do when I just kick in your front door?" And I looked at this woman. I was like, "Bitch, you ain't kicking anything, and you ain't picking your leg up above your knee level, all right? Because you weigh about 285 pounds at like 5'5". And I kick in your door and just take all your food. And I was like, "Oh, I'll put a hole through your chest." You know, it's like you kick in my door, I'm shooting you. You know, and this is something I think a lot of these wackadoos don't realize. Sooner, actually, that's one thing. The bodegas in New York City are like banding together and arming up to protect their stores from getting
Arming
looted
up with what? You're not allowed to have a gun in New York City.
at all, or it's just very difficult.
Very difficult.
It's difficult.
So you could get a handgun, but probably not a rifle or a shotgun.
No, you're not getting a handgun either. You're more likely to get a shotgun.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I think. Yeah.
Where was it? It was Los Angeles, right? Yeah, the LA riots when the Korean store owners were on their rooftops with rifles, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one of the guys are having a podcast with them.
Yeah, he's still bragging about it. He's like a
Yeah.
South Korean gun owner or something like that. Anyway, what you got here? Right. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Fuming SNAP recipients threaten to loot if food stamps are cut November
Wait
1st.
a
Stay the
second.
fuck out of my way.
The heat for not providing
Can you
enough
hear
Democrat
that?
votes to
Yes.
open the government took to the Senate floor to respond to Wednesday's New York Post cover, which creatively
They don't give a
read,
chuck.
"They don't give a chuck,"
That's good.
as the
That's
ongoing
good.
shutdown risks food aid for 43 million Americans. Schumer focused specifically on pushing to bring a bill to the floor that would only fund food stamps and thus would clear up the issue of tens of millions of hungry Americans, while the rest of the issues holding up progress remain at a stalemate.
There's a bill right now from Senator Hawley, a Republican, a conservative Republican, that could ensure SNAP is funded. It has Republican and Democratic support. It's a bill I'd happily support and vote for.
Senate Majority
They voted
Leader
it
John
down.
Thune has so far requested calls for smaller
Did he?
spending bills after Democrats voted 13 times to keep the government shut down.
There
And
you
it's
go,
not just food
13
stamps that get
times.
hit at the end of the month. Air traffic controllers have been told not to expect their paychecks. At one of the country's busiest airports, Newark, a ground stop halted all flights for more than an hour due to staffing issues pegged to the shutdown. Congressional staffers who've been working through this shutdown have also been told not to expect their paychecks. LOL, OMG, you up?
Oh, good
These
Lord.
are
We're starting
Yeah,
the
that's
music.
That was enough for her.
Yeah.
By
What
the
happened?
way,
Where'd he go?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Just yeah.
I want
Working on your computer?
No.
I want everyone to understand
Mhm.
Congress is still going to get paid during this shutdown.
And that's one of my biggest gripes. They signed that into law a few years back. I think there should be a new law that said anytime the military getting paid, they're not getting paid.
I'd like to see a law passed that says every time the government shuts down, everyone in office, Congress or Senate, is up for re-election next cycle, no matter what.
I like that better than that no pay because
Yup.
most of the billionaires are ready, so that's not gonna affect them. That's just
Yeah, because they're following the Nancy Pelosi trading techniques.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Apparently,
But yeah.
there's a website you can go to see their trades, and you can invest like
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, Pelosi in particular. There's one specifically for Paul Pelosi.
I'm surprised that there's a cold trade like Pelosi.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. This man must be able to see the future because he always managed to pick this stuff like the day before before a law passes and the value of this company skyrockets.
Well,
and he always
we do
managed to
that
sell.
too, because we are from the future.
We do. If you got into investing here and there, Brian, I bet you'd be doing very well with as much attention as we're paying what's going on. You know it, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, for the love of God, I wish I had invested in Raytheon and Lockheed Martin as soon as this thing in Ukraine happened, because we dumped our entire old arsenal and rebuilt it new. Like, geez,
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Northrop Grumman must make so much money.
Procter and Gamble make Procter and PG makes more
PG.
money than Raytheon and all the defense department. Believe it or not.
Yeah, you can still buy You could buy like General Electric and Boeing and Rolls Royce, though, right?
but they make a lot more money in the Defense Department. I mean, the companies that deal with the Defense Department, well, the War Department now.
Yes, Department of War, and I have no issue with it being called the Department of War because that's what it was originally. You know, I'm okay with that. That seems to drive a lot of people nuts, like the Gulf of America. But
you know what? That's what they started to go to war. You know, like we are a killing machine. You tell us what to point, and we kill it, and we come back instead of fucking rebuilding fucking nations and shit.
Yeah, we need to stop this nation building garbage and regime change and all that shit. We're either going to fight you or leave you alone, is the way I see it. But we got a whole thing about war to talk about later. Oh my goodness, this will be good.
The white show girl on the road.
November. Just wondering, because I don't get that much to begin with, but like my family thrives off that. We need that. Like that's how we get our big dinner items.
Doesn't get much, but they thrive.
Just wondering, what am I supposed to do?
My food stamps went from 4,400, 4,400 in food stamps every month to $38.
That's more money than my
What am I supposed to give at $38 with 6 kids? How the hell am I supposed to support my kids on $38 in food stamps?
With the baby daddies.
Not to mention our disability checks on hold. Our Section 8, my rent isn't getting paid tomorrow. So I have to come up with $1,100.
Not on hold.
Okay. I am allergic to work. I can't work. I refuse to work.
That's the problem.
The whole reason I had kids was the amount of government benefits that you get for one child.
So she had 6 kids to get more
And
benefits.
now, with the dependent age being 7 and younger, none of my kids are dependents now.
I guess you better have some more babies.
None of them, because they're all older than 7. So how am I supposed to live? How do I feed my kids on $38? This is not okay.
In my video about food stamps, I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back that don't understand. Ain't nobody judging you. Nobody is judging you for getting food stamps.
23
Nobody.
minutes of this.
My point that I was trying to make is if you are in need, which government assistance is a need. If you are in need of government assistance to pay for your food for you or for your family, you shouldn't be buying $9 smokes. Because if you can afford $9 for smokes, then you can afford $9 for a couple packs of hamburger meat. Okay, so let's do a little math here. Say you get $500 worth of food stamps, and then you get $500 on your paycheck. The $500 from your paycheck should be going to your bills and your savings. Because government assistance is supposed to be that break for you to be able to save so you can start not relying on government assistance. So if you're spending your extra money that you have because you get food stamps to buy your groceries on things that are not necessities instead of saving, you're abusing the program. Now, I will say, the people that commented that said, how do you know those were her cigarettes? Okay, so I didn't know. I don't know. She could be buying it for her sister, her cousin, whatever. And if that's the case, then I do publicly apologize. But it's not just her. You see it over and over again. Over and over again, you see people abuse the system. And that's what I was trying to make a point about. So if you disagree, that's fine. But don't come at me talking about, you judging me, blah, blah, blah. I'm not judging you for needing assistance. I'm not. I'm just saying that if you have money to afford things that are not necessities, when you are telling the government that you need food, then you're abusing the system. Okay, y'all have a good day.
Me and my kids have been 5 days without food. 5 days ago, my food stamps were taken from me, stolen from me, with no warning. Today, I get this food stamp letter from the fucking food stamp office telling me not only am I losing my food stamps, I'm losing my $2,100 in cash benefits that I get every single month to pay my bills. I'm losing my Section 8. My food stamps have now decreased from $4,300 to $19 a month for 6 kids. How the hell am I supposed to feed 6 kids on $19 a freaking month?
I think yeah, cap. Like rent.
Because now I don't have
refused
Section
to get
8.
a job.
Cash benefits. No cash benefits. My $300 utility check that I get every single month, I will no longer be getting. We're going to be left out on the fucking streets. They take all of my food stamps. I don't even have a fucking dollar to pay for my 6 kids.
This is what the Republic calls the SNAP abortion.
Please tell me, how is this making America great again?
Yeah, you off the fucking.
Can somebody make that? So fucking pissed.
So apparently there's this thing called No Stamp November, honey. Have you heard of this? Where the government has shut down. Apparently they are not going to give 41 million Americans their food stamps. You mean to tell me that 5 people are standing in the way of this government shutdown being over with? If 41 million people don't get their food stamps for the month of November, I'm just kind of curious, what do you actually think is going to happen here, government? I'm already predicting that there's going to be nothing but mad chaos. I'm talking about people are going to be looting stores. They're going to be going into the grocery stores, anywhere and everywhere they possibly can, stealing food just to be able to feed their families. What is this government shut?
I think that's what the Democrats want. They want rioting in the streets and looting to show their unhappiness with Trump. But these retards don't understand that Trump is waiting for this with the National Guard. This is an excuse to deploy the Guard in all of these cities and shut it all down.
Yep.
And okay, I did some quick calculations. That woman who made $4,400 a month in food stamps,
right?
Not more than my household brings in a month.
But still a nice chunk of change.
$52,800 a year. That's more than some people I know make in a year who are surviving on their own.
Yeah, I make more than that now that I met with the bankruptcy attorney and actually did a budget. I'm like, damn, we make a lot of money.
yeah. Oh shit! When I pay,
where the fuck is it all going?
That's the key, and that's why I keep saying it's giving people more money isn't going to solve their problems.
No,
because if people are going to live paycheck to paycheck, even if they get $100,000 a month, they're going to spend it all, waiting for that next paycheck to come in next month.
Yeah.
What's about to tell you? I think there should be a cap, 2 kids only. For 7 years, and what the hell the parents of the kids, their father.
Isn't food stamps only supposed to be a couple months at a time?
It should be like, you know what, I can see if the husband die, if you need to get back on your feet, I could see 2 years, 3 years covering you until you get back on your feet,
Oh yeah, the husband, father dies. I'll even willing to give you 5 years to deal with your grieving, handling your children. Like this person actually needs some help, right?
And also you have to get like a job, like 20 hours a week,
Shit, I like the idea. Not even necessarily a job, community service, like 20 hours a week. Go pick up trash on the side of the road because that needs to get done anyway, and it'll save the government money not having to pay someone to go out there and do it. Instead, we pay you with food.
Yeah.
But
and you know what? I bet you all of these people, they vote Democrats. Every single one of them.
Yeah, and half of them don't. Well, most of them don't even realize it's their party stopping this from going forward. And I am not good. I can never figure out the video part of this, but I got a couple. I want to play at least audio.
All right, go for it.
We got to rewind this.
And next week,
and take over sharing. Oh, you got it back on. Okay.
Going to have to
all right. Cool.
Stealing in order to feed themselves and their families, and the government complains.
More volume.
Yeah. With crime rate going up, even though they're the ones who fucking did it. Make sure you point your anger at the system and the people at the top, because they're the ones who took the food away from families and poor people and starving children. The
problem is they didn't take the food away from you. They're just not giving you money to feed your kids.
Yeah.
This is the problem, is once a program like this goes into place, it can never go away. And now you've just made it so that people can be dependent on the government. And I wish I was better at sharing the videos of these because, oh, dear God.
Go work a job. Go get a job. Stop freeloading. Stop this. Stop that. No, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Trust me. By December, my benefit.
It's just they get crazier and crazier. And something I noticed, almost at least 2/3 of these people complaining about how they're going to starve to death weigh like a deuce and a half.
Okay.
Well, it's like you're not starving if you're 5'5" and weigh 250 pounds, right?
Right. No.
It's just you're not starving. And they go, I got 9 kids to feed. It's like, bitch, maybe you should have fed them instead of eating their dinner. Oh my God. And yeah, I genuinely think that the Dems are waiting to push this as far as they can, even into Thanksgiving, to cause actual rioting. And that's just gonna make Trump deploy the guard heavy-handedly. And shit, I've already told my friends after the first after the first, bring your gun with you to the supermarket. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. Someone tries to hit you with a baseball bat, steal your food, friggin' ventilate them. Now, don't go putting holes in people if they don't deserve to have a hole in them, okay? Yeah, and actually, also, they said 43 million. They said Americans on food stamps. I wonder how many of them are not Americans.
Well, and that's such a ridiculous. I mean, I'm telling you, there shouldn't be that many Americans on food stamps.
Well, especially this woman who said, "I'm allergic to work. I refuse to work."
Yeah, that's the problem right there. Allergic to work. If you're allergic to work, you shouldn't be getting any subsidies. And that's kind of what Trump's trying to do. He's trying to put the work quotient back into welfare. If you're an able-bodied, 40, 50-year-old person, you got to work a certain number of hours or go to do a charity work for a certain number of hours to keep your benefits going.
Yeah. See, I like that idea. Like, go pick up trash along the roads in your neighborhood, or it needs to get done anyway, and you got nothing else to do if you ain't working, right?
Right.
And if you got 9 kids, that's a lot of kids to help you pick up some trash. You can probably get it done in half as much time, huh?
Yep.
As we're talking about people not being able to eat because they don't work, a bunch of people got fired.
30,000.
Yeah, 30K got fired from Amazon alone.
Because they're switching over to AI.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone said that physical labor is going to lose their jobs because of robots, didn't they? I still know welders, plumbers, and carpenters. These are all executive jobs because AI
robots
can do
ain't taking over those jobs. I don't even think AI is taking over a ton of physical jobs. I think they're taking over like the people that are managing to get stuff moved around and shipped out and stuff like that. They're more focused on, the back end kind of things.
Yeah, exactly. Taking
I know.
orders,
I deliver bread
orders
to an Amazon warehouse now. Been doing it for about a month. And there's still plenty of people in there, to meet me and get my bread delivered too. So,
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Someone still needs to unload this stuff.
And another problem, Amazon's looking to get rid of these people because Amazon also said, we're going to be great. We're going to pay them like a living wage and health benefits up the wazoo,
And then they realized how fast that added up and cost a ton of money.
Yeah. So now they're looking for AI to get rid of people.
Yeah. And it's funny, listen to these people say, I hate billionaires, I hate Amazon, as they get on Amazon and order more shit.
Oh, yeah. And they guarantee they got Amazon Prime to like watch video on and stuff like that,
Well, I do, but we do half our shopping through Amazon because we live in the middle of freaking nowhere.
We do what's convenient for us, but we're 5 minutes away from Food Lion and 10 minutes away from Walmart. So, I don't like ordering my groceries on Amazon.
Oh, no. I will order groceries at Walmart and go pick them up with the hour drive.
Okay.
But like, shit, we go to Walmart.com and get our butt wipes and our paper towels delivered to the house.
Okay.
Instead of driving out an hour to get them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Stuff like that makes sense, But I see what the shoppers are picking up in Walmart every day, and I'm like, People can't leave their houses to get this shit, themselves. I'm not paying extra for somebody to go into stores and pick up my groceries for me. I'm not doing Instacart. I'm not doing DoorDash. I'm not paying for that kind of shit. I can't afford it.
I can see if you got a disability. I get it.
Yeah.
Or like you work from home, like my schedule's weird, so like I can see me doing that, but I still don't do it. I still find sometimes to go do it.
Well, I do a month of grocery shopping at Walmart at a time.
Okay.
Literally fill the entire bed and the back seat of my pickup truck.
Well, when you shoot your
with
deer this
groceries.
year, you won't have to go as often.
When well, I'm still gonna have to go shopping, but I'm gonna have more meat saved up. And that's another thing that I want to bring up to these food stamp folk. I at all times keep 6 months of food, at least 6 months of food on hand in my house. Because, sometimes snowstorms happen.
Yeah.
Not in Virginia.
I haven't seen a lot of snow. Any snow in Virginia is a mess, though, isn't it?
Yep. It's great for the bread business.
Yeah, the state has no idea how to handle snow. They really don't. They're completely
They don't
ill-prepared.
I don't have actual snowplows, so.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Massachusetts has been dealing with snow so long, it's actually a privately run thing, Like, there are government trucks, but you can go buy your own plow and contract with the government to go plow roads. And they'll pay. So you get up early for work, like 2 hours early, go plow a couple neighborhoods, get paid a couple extra $100 before you go to work. I tried to bring that up here in Virginia under the last governor, and I just got a form letter response. I was like, oh, so nobody read that.
Yeah. Well, we already talked about the CBS staffer that's calling the layoffs a bloodbath.
Yeah.
In the upper. So now we got the judge is allowing the Trump administration to fire most DOJ race-related agency employees.
Okay.
DI is gone in this administration. Problem is, next time a Dem gets elected, it'll be right on back.
But isn't it like against all sorts of laws? But isn't it against all sorts of laws to make these decisions based upon race?
Yeah. Affirmative action.
That's the thing is, if they just stuck with affirmative action, they could have got away with this. You know what I mean? But as soon as they're like, no, we're not even going to look at the white people. It's like, what?
Look at Kamala Harris. She was picked for a couple of reasons.
Black woman.
What about his Supreme Court pick? Whether she was qualified or not, she was picked for those reasons. He said it from the get-go. That's what he was going to pick.
Have you read any of Jackson Brown's?
She's not qualified.
Yeah, but she's clearly using AI to write her dissent letters. And shit, I'm not a huge fan of Keegan's work, but at least Keegan is reliable in what she's going to do. And more than once, she's come on and she's like, that woman's out of her mind.
Sotomayor is not very good at being a Supreme Court justice either. She's not on the same intellectual level as other people on the Supreme Court.
Correct. And jeez. All right. Oh, excuse me.
Ice, baby.
Yeah. They just picked up a guy who's being charged with assaulting a police officer. He's been deported 3 times already.
He'll be back. In the next administration.
Well, even if we deport him, he might come right back anyway, apparently.
Well, the border's pretty much closed these days with Trump in charge.
You can say that, but you can always slip through somewhere. It's a big, wide border.
Maybe he can come over on a drug submersible.
Go ahead. I'm not going anywhere near any of those things down there right now. I'm not even going to go fishing in the Caribbean, dude.
The war on drugs is real.
Yeah, exactly. This went from like a theoretical war on drugs to an actual hot war. We blew up more,
I know. I don't think we have it in here, but yeah.
Oh, it's in here. It's in here.
Okay. All right. Oh, it might be under here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get to it.
Oh, yeah. And now an illegal immigrant, I think he was an Indian man, was flying out of the country, which at first surprised me a little bit that we bothered bringing this plane down to arrest this guy in Boston. But it turns out he stabbed people on the plane.
Oh, that's another reason. That's a good reason to bring the plane back.
So they diverted to Boston and took him into custody. And I was like, I don't know what the penalty for this is, but I would not be surprised if it's a death sentence.
Deportation.
This sounds an awful lot like what happened to 9/11, doesn't it? Except they had box cutters.
Yeah, but he didn't try to like hijack the plane. He was just stabbing people on the plane.
Yeah, and everyone on that plane didn't know that though. And I guess he used a fork. Do you get forks on planes for your meals? I don't know.
No, he had to bring it himself.
How did he get it on the plane?
You can get it in first class, but otherwise, you could go to a restaurant inside of security and order a meal and walk out with a fork.
It's just crazy, man.
You're not going to like the restaurants inside security and getting plastic silverware. You still get regular silverware.
Dude, they may as well be doing full body cavity searches at TSA, but they just recently let you stop taking your shoes off, right?
Yeah, well, I haven't taken my shoes off in
this?
years because I paid for TSA pre-check. So,
and that's a perfect example right there, Brian. Was what good is this if all to get my sneaker bomb on the plane is to pay a little extra money?
Well, I've always said, and it's probably been recorded on this show before, that taking your shoes off is just to make people feel good. There is no actual security involvement in taking your shoes off to go through security.
I understand that, but I also know that it slows everything down. Nobody wants to see your dirty
and taking your
socks
laptop out of your bag, all that shit slows everything down. And having only a certain amount of fluid ounces going through, your carry-on bags slows everything down.
Yeah, and somehow every time I've been on a plane, I've always been picked to go through the full body scan. And I'm like, why don't you just have me stripped down naked? Because that's essentially what this scanner does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why don't you just have me stripped down naked? And, you know what I mean? It's like, meanwhile, this guy can just carry cutlery. If he could have got a fork on this aircraft, who said he couldn't have got a knife on this aircraft?
He could have. I'm guaranteeing he got it from that restaurant inside of security.
That's true too.
So throw away this whole TSA thing. It's worthless. It's just costing money. It's driving the cost up. It's making it take longer. But they want you there like 2 hours before your flight leaves.
Well, they're working for free right now.
Well, I think it should be run by the airports themselves, state by state basis, and same thing with the air traffic controllers.
You know what? The state's doing it.
Yeah, like a state, you need that many air traffic controller, and the government, the federal government should give you like a little pay, like 10% of the paycheck come from the government, the federal government. Because then we're not going to.
Big issue is most of these flights cross state lines.
That's why
it should be run by the ground crew. The ground crew, it's not like the pilots, they go from state to state.
No, but if security sucks at Atlanta and the plane is going to Boston, and then the plane crashes in, I don't know.
No. I'm talking about air traffic controller. They should be paid by the states.
Yeah.
The original airport.
Well, yeah. See, that's an interesting take because in theory, you could because you're only looking at the aircraft immediately around you.
Yeah.
But the federal government, the FAA, is taking control of everything in the air, like all airspace. Same reason why you can't fly a drone over a certain, like a toy drone over a certain height, because FAA will come and get you. And, well, historically, you didn't want to get in trouble with the federal government because they don't prosecute unless they can put you in prison. But lately, these judges just keep throwing charges out because they don't like them. There we go. Did you guys see? Brian's already.
Did he disappear?
No, right here.
Is this? Oh, this is a different one. Never mind. I thought this was the next one. Okay.
It is the next one.
Oh, okay. So this is
Chicago area ice facility.
Okay, is this the one running for Senate or whatever, or Congress?
No, she's not.
This is the people getting arrested at the ice facility.
Nice.
You're muted too.
Who, me?
No, there we go.
Oh.
Notice how all these protesters have masks on their faces.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, see, don't be pushing or hitting the cops, because exactly that right there is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to lose every time. What is that thing?
Another ad.
Oh my.
Crazy. Getting crazy. Let me go get a beer.
Dozen beers still. Yeah, so this is just a bunch of dumbasses
Yep.
getting tossed around and arrested by the cops because they got the cop took that. Oh, what are those sticks the cops have? Are those like kendo sticks?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Just to push the crowd back?
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, woman running for Congress in her state. I can't remember what state.
Illinois.
Huh?
Illinois.
Cat Abugazela or something like that.
Yeah, Kaka-boo-boo-boo-boo.
Yeah, isn't that the thing they use in like the European soccer games to make the noise? The big goofy plastic horn.
I think that's from South Africa, but yeah.
Well, the vuvuzela.
I gotta know, man. I don't know the name. It's annoying.
Well, those horns are called vuvuzelas. You see them in like soccer games. But everyone has seen this woman. She's the one who got picked up and thrown by the ICE officers. Little tiny woman.
Okay.
She's been making this tour about all of her rights are violated. Like, I have First Amendment rights. I thought Republicans liked that. And even CNN was like, you were striking the police officers, trying to impede their actions. And she actually rage quit one of these interviews.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so okay, when she just rolls out like, nope. And this video of her admitting to all of these things she did that was illegal. She's going to jail. This video of her hitting these cops, pushing back against the cars, scratching their cars, and trying to stop them from doing their job. She's going to prison. She apparently thought this was going to be great for her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video's hilarious. She got picked up and thrown 3 separate times because she just kept getting in the way. It was the 3rd time they finally arrested her. Like, all right, I guess you're coming with us now. Like, we were just trying to get you out of the way. Yeah, and she's like, oh, they physically assaulted me. I was like, no, you hit the cop. He picked you up, pushed you out of the way. And she weighs like 120 pounds, she said. I should have just backhanded her and she would have gone that far. I think Guapo shared this one. I got a good laugh out of it.
Oh, which was that?
Well, it looks like some states, anyway, are doing pop English tests on truck drivers now.
Yeah, especially if you got a California license plate. Oklahoma, they were like stopping you. Like, let's just check.
Yep, make sure you know what the road signs are. If you can read the road signs.
Even have a regular conversation like, hey, let me get your driver registration. I usually get that a lot, like driver registration, where you headed, what you got, what is that in the white bag, like it's like, oh, that's this, that's that, like just to see if we have a conversation, Well,
interestingly enough, I've seen plenty of people saying how the cops can't just do this. And I was like, you agreed to all of this when you got your license. You agreed to all of this in advance. Just like on your driver's license, when you got it, you agreed
to take a field
sobriety test or a blown a tube breathalyzer test. Like, you can't make me. It's like, no, we'll just take your license away because you said you would do it and now you won't. But yeah, especially CDL. Guapo, you know this. Like, they don't fuck around. Like, there are some serious rules and you have to comply as the driver, right?
Oh yeah, like, oh dude, like I got this cop mad at me because he was pulling me over like a little village type of area. So I couldn't pull over anywhere. So I had to drag it. I put the hazard light and I just had to drag it
to let him know that you're stopping at least, right?
Yeah. But I had to drag him where it's a way I can pull over for him not to get hit. Even for me not to, make fucking crazy turns just to get out of there where we're gonna go. So he's like, "Why, driver? Why you pull over like that? Like honestly, there's nowhere for me to pull safely, and this is it." They're
Yeah,
like,
you have to
so
pull
after
over.
a while, he come down and stuff like that. And at this time, I had like temporary medical permit because of my blood pressure, stuff like that.
Right.
So, and he was like, "Let me see you my time thing and stuff." Like, "Oh, I don't got one." Like, why not? Because I drive. I only drive like the weekdays, and it's like local. I don't go over the long distance. It's like just a regular driver, like local. It's like, oh, okay, because he thought I was like, when people get pulled over, they start messing with the timer, so they look like they're not going over the overtime.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to drive like over 8 hours and stuff. And some drivers like to shit on that.
Yeah, well, last thing you need is for somebody to fall asleep while driving a truck like that.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
I was like, "Hey, Sean, like, look, I'm a local driver. Live here and I work here, and I just do local delivery." Like, okay. After a while, he just see me again. Like, "Hey, what's up, dude? What's up?"
Yeah. Well, once you realize, like, oh, he's not breaking the law. He is here legally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he speaks English.
This is before all of this stuff happened. So
yeah. Well, that and find a safe place to pull over. Questions. Do you have a CB in your truck?
No.
Okay. Because that's one way you can get in touch with the police department. Is by sending something to the department, be like, "Hey, I'm looking for somewhere safe to pull over. Just let this officer know I'm not." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've
But
actually done.
I think the hassle like we could have given him warning, like, hey. Plus,
It's usually enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, check this out, dude. Indiana, 146 illegal immigrant truck drivers were arrested. Whoa.
Damn.
These people aren't supposed to have jobs.
I thought they were picking fruits.
Well, and this is what gets me, is you hear all these people saying that these immigrants are only taking jobs Americans don't want to take. It's like, first of all, a lot of Americans drive trucks and they like to. Like, second of all, who cares if you don't like the job? Maybe it's better than food stamps. Like, I think we need to bring back some of this stigma and shame. Like, no, let's go back to actual freaking stamps of food you have to pull out to pay with, so everyone can see it doesn't look like a debit card.
Your name on it and the fucking driver license number on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's even better idea. So you can't turn around and sell them.
Yeah,
but look, I say we bring back the actual stamps.
There should be a SQR code and an SQR code with your back of your driver license, so it just should match.
That's an idea to solve that problem.
You don't have to like put your name on it, and like go Maha, only vegetables and protein stuff, beef, eggs, and milk, and no soy latte shit.
Starting on the 1st of the year, West Virginia is doing that anyway. No soda, no cupcakes, which is something I saw in a lot of the people complaining about EBT. Like, how am I going to get my kid his birthday cake? I'm like, lady, it costs like $7 to get a Duncan Hines box and make a cake at home. Like, why do you need food stamps to buy cake?
No, you buy the flour, chocolate, icy. You could buy that some like separate stuff like eggs.
You could, but you don't even need that much to make a cake. You could just spend a couple of bucks on a single box that makes one cake for your kid's birthday.
Yeah.
Like, shoot, the wife made cupcakes for my daughter's school tomorrow. It was like $8 or $7 for a box of Duncan Hines, and it's super easy, and you get 30 cupcakes or something stupid.
Yeah, at the same time, it's not the government's fucking job to celebrate your kid's birthday. That's you.
Exactly. Actually, and again, where's the kid's father?
Yeah. And like, you know what? No more fucking single moms. No more. Like, unless it's extremely person died by accident, work accident, stuff like that. But
what's going to happen in New York City when food stamps do shut off? Are we going to see people killing each other for their food?
Natural selection, dude. Natural selection.
But there's no food to have. Like, if you can't get food, so okay, you start robbing. Now you end up in jail. Now who's going to take care of your kids? Because believe it or not, you commit a crime, they're going to separate you from your family.
You know what? So I just wanna. What's the name of the guy? Mandavi, the one in New York running for
Yeah, the
Islam.
one who's going to make the
Islam
buses go
law.
faster.
If you steal, you get your head chopped off. Fuck it. I was stopped that real quick.
Did you see the video of him eating rice with some kind of sauce in it?
No, with his fingers and shit.
Oh, it's disgusting. Reaching down, grabbing the rice
You
with his
know
hands, fingers in his mouth, slaps his fingers down, throws the rest of the rice back in the bowl, and scoops more.
No.
And he's
See,
like, "Oh, this is the way they do it in India."
I eat like some food with my fingers, but I don't slap it down and all stuff like that. I eat chicken wings with my finger. I suck it, but I don't fucking slap it down. Like, oh my god, no. Dude.
Well,
Talk about the Indiana crackdown.
The what?
146 illegal.
Mention that.
Immigrant.
Mention that.
Oh, you did,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We just started talking about food stamps again all of a sudden, but then got on to Mom Donnie. But yeah, the thing is, Mom Donnie was eating the rice with his hands. He's like, "Well, this is how they do it in India," and he actually specifically brought up what's his name there, the Republican Indian guy who was born in India, did 10,000 mules.
Oh, fucking
Dinesh
you talking
D'Souza?
Dinesh D'Souza, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, Dinesh D'Souza should know better. He was from India. It's like, you're not in India, dude. And at the table he was sitting at, there were like 7 forks on the table. And by the way, India, they also wipe their ass with their bare hand.
Only one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that makes it sanitary?
So I don't know why this didn't get input in the local, but we got the Department of Homeland Security said an undocumented immigrant was killed after being struck by a vehicle on the highway on 264 trying to flee immigration officials.
It was originally under local, but it fit under ICE, and then with all the truck stuff, I thought it would fit in there perfect too.
It does fit in there. It's a multiply fit article.
But yeah, dude tried to run across 264 to evade arrest.
Never a good idea.
No.
I'd rather be arrested.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit by
You'd still be alive.
60. Was the driver okay?
Yeah.
My God.
Probably
'Cause that's gotta be-
traumatized, but they live. So
That's got to be as bad for your vehicle as a deer, right?
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. We did mention the 146 truckers, but I didn't mention this other one here. The Newsom CDL system in general is getting ripped apart because of all of what's going on. Like Guapo said,
Well, that's why Trump pulled money from California because his CDL system fails. They're they're not following through on a bunch of shit.
Well, one of their truckers here basically got turned around and lost and ended up in a dead end road
because they couldn't speak English.
Well, because he couldn't read signs.
You really found the toes or something like that.
And he tried to do a U-turn in a residential neighborhood with a dead end. Yeah, you're not turning a semi around in a U-turn, are you?
You got to back it up,
dude. No, even
you got to back out the whole way, right?
Yep.
Even people that speak English do this fucking sign by where I work that says no truck allowed. They still don't read fucking signs, dude. It's crazy.
Well, that's a separate case. That's just negligence versus unqualified.
A lot of them. It's like they put lights on it, flashing lights. They're still not reading the sign, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, this guy like drove through like 3 people's yards, ran over a dude's giant gate that just wrecked everything.
God,
and they're like, "How did this guy get a license? Why didn't he just back out?"
He still got his job.
Well, let's be real. I understand why someone might say, well, it's difficult to back up a semi because there's so much behind the pivot point.
It's a whole lot easier to back it up than the fucking you do a turn around and a turnaround.
But how are you possibly backing this thing up to a loading dock?
Exactly.
If you can't back this truck up, right?
I think that's one of the main things they teach you how to do when you go through school. If you go through school.
Yeah, Guava, did you go through school or just take your test?
I went to school.
Did they make a big deal about how to back one of these trucks up?
Yeah, you had to do a lot of backing for parking because you
exactly.
Yeah.
So how are these people getting licenses? Did you see the one guy? His license actually said no name given.
Oh, the New York doing
was
that
his name.
too. No name given.
What?
That's not a name.
Oh my goodness. And I don't think we ever shared about this. Something happened. A lady got fired in Tennessee, DMV, for refusing to
Oh yeah, we talked about
under the table hand out under the table licenses. Now I've noticed something, by the way. When I share articles to the group chat, if I put any kind of like comment and then share it, it'll share it twice. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yeah.
One with the comment, one without. But I'm going to give credit where credit is due here. Even Anna Paulina Luna said something about it. Ilhan Omar defended Trump to, I think it was a Belgian delegate or ambassador or something. See if I can't find the European Union. Jesus Christ, 1,000 pop-ups. I know, right? Yeah, Belgium. The guy said Congress isn't respected by your own president, and then, dear God, more pop-ups. Thank you, The Hill. You're garbage.
I don't like The Hill. The Daily
Neither
Caller
do I.
and The Hill, Daily Wire. I can't do it. There's too many pop-ups.
Yeah. But even Omar was like, hey, you may not like him, you may not like what he's doing, but he's the president of the United States, and you will show him respect when we're here. And I was like, good for you, Ilhan Omar. I didn't think she had it in her, honestly. Really didn't.
Nope. Probably should face a deportation. That's why.
Yeah, and here's what's fascinating is if you bring up Trump's policies to Democrats today, but don't tell them it's a Trump policy,
They're all former Democrat policies.
Well, 86% of Americans and 82% of Democrats support Trump lowering the prescription drug prices for Medicare recipients.
Biden did that.
I think he started begin. Trump started in Biden.
It went into effect.
Exactly.
But exactly,
Biden did it, but it didn't go into effect. Trump did it, but it didn't go into effect until Biden was president.
78%.
But Biden tried to take credit for it.
Yes, he did. He tried to take credit for a lot of stuff he didn't do. 78% of Americans, 69% of Democrats support deporting undocumented immigrants who've committed crimes, and 68% of Americans support closing the border. 75% of Americans and 63% of Democrats support systematically removing fraud and waste from the government. So all the things that Trump actually ran on, the Democrats actually support. But he's still Hitler and a Nazi.
Yeah, because they're not going to get him credit.
It's just, it's baffling. And you point it out to people and like, well, no. That's the thing is they keep taking, the loud people are always taking the 20% side of an 80-20 issue.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but have you noticed it's almost exclusively like wealthy white people doing this shit? It's like, yeah, that's because, to quote Sharon, no, was it Kelly Osbourne? Who's going to clean your toilets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like that news, like who's gonna do the fruit picking and stuff like that? Like in New York City, fruit picking? I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. Where are you picking crops in New York City?
Yeah, yeah. What kind of fruit are we talking about?
So on to the foreign wars going on. Apparently the ceasefire is not really holding out all that well in
Gaza keeps doing all sorts of shit they're not
Gaza
supposed to.
and Israel because Netanyahu has ordered Israel to strike the military to carry out strikes on Gaza immediately.
Well, that's in response to an attack that Gaza just did themselves. And that's the Hamas. That's the thing is people are only going to see this piece. That's why it's titled this way. If you read the article, you're like, oh, they were attacked again. But you know as well as I, your average normie doesn't even open the article. They read the headline and think they know the news.
Yep.
And I love when they bury the actual story. You know, it's like they don't tell you what actually happened to like the third paragraph. And just in case you did read a little bit of it, Canada is really pissing off. Was it Alberta?
Oh, they're
And
trying to be like Australia.
well, they've already outlawed
Coming
most.
for your guns.
Yeah, they've almost outlawed every gun in Canada anyway. But there was a goodwill thing. Like you can still hunt. You can still, because you live out. The people that live out in the middle of the frozen tundra,
You need guns.
Yeah, you might have a polar bear coming to your neighborhood, right? Now they're talking about. They called it a voluntary buyback, but if you didn't sell your gun back to the government, they were going to come and arrest you. So it's not voluntary, is it?
No, that ain't voluntary.
Yeah. So the weapon you bought legally is now illegal. So sucks to be you. You're just out to how much money you spend on a really nice rifle in case a polar bear comes into your. You have any idea how big a polar bear is?
No, tell me.
Pretty big.
I'm not certain of the actual size, but I know it's the largest bear on the planet. Was it say when it comes to bears, brown lay down because it'll sniff you and push you around and leave. Black bear, black fight back because you might intimidate it. It's not worth the fight. And white just say good night. So if you're fighting a polar bear, you're already done.
They like to break ice with it.
They can get up to 300 to 800 kilograms.
I could not translate that in my head.
1 kilogram is 2 pounds.
Exactly, or just close?
Close, 2.2.
So you're saying this thing can weigh like 2 tons? Oh, I'm sorry, like a ton.
Yeah. No, I hit the Wikipedia thing up to between 660 pounds and 1760 pounds.
Almost a ton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dear God, that's an enormous bear. Well, have you seen these things just reach in the water and swat the water and a seal comes flying out, ripped into pieces?
No.
Like, seals are like half the size of people. But yeah, it's really pissing off a lot of Canadians. And this isn't getting a lot of headline news, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff on YouTube from Western Canadians that actually do want to break off and become American states. And I think Saskatchewan's the province way out there, right? Like out west.
Well, Alberta's the one with all the oil, so.
Yeah, hey, that's great. Help us out with the oil, right? Even better, we'll put it on lockdown, like we did with a lot of the oil for a long time. And when the rest of the world runs out, we'll still have some, right?
Yep. So you see here, the U.S. military struck another boat in the Pacific, killing 4. Well, I didn't know it was another boat. I mean, I thought most of our attacks have been in the Atlantic so far.
The Caribbean in particular.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one's in the Pacific.
So the question is, were they coming out of Venezuela or like Argentina or Colombia? Yeah.
Colombia. Argentina's way too far. They don't do well in the kind of waters.
It was another drug boat, and we decided to blow it up.
Well, good target practice.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys are both aware that the Navy does lots of that, actually. You guys ever come across...
Navy's getting a lot of medals.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I just read an article today from some of these former officers in Venezuela, like high up guys, like generals that lost their job because of Maduro that are now in hiding. They're still in contact with some of their friends, that are still serving. They're saying if Venezuela actually got into a war with the United States, it would be over in a matter of hours.
I believe that.
Venezuela is just unprepared for any of this. There's no organization. Their army is working at like 30% efficiency. They said by the time Venezuela could actually get their army summoned, the Marines would already be done.
I don't think Trump's trying to do that, though. I mean, he's been that let's get out of war president between both terms, so.
True, but if Venezuela declares war on the United States, just hypothetical here.
That's not going to happen.
See, you don't understand the term hypothetical. Are you a woman or a Democrat?
Fuck you.
What about both?
I'm a Republican. I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm a Republican. Unlike some people on this podcast.
I was waiting for that.
who will vote that way will never call themselves that.
That's because I'll vote for whomever I think is best. I'm not just going to vote for a party.
That's
But
fine.
should Venezuela, Maduro, actually declare war against the United States, do you think we would just laugh at them, or would Congress return the favor?
Laugh at them.
Okay. Now, in theory, if Congress did return the favor, is Trump obligated to carry out this war?
No.
As commander in chief, he can just sit on his hands, right?
Nope.
All right. And I agree. There's no need to go in there and roll over Maduro unless we were just going to replace him with someone else. And look how well that's worked for the United States every other time we've ever tried it in history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What we got: Afghanistan, Cuba, that whole issue, trying to assassinate him, that led to that missile crisis. A handful of Asian countries, a whole bunch of African countries, and none of them have worked out very well. Iran and Iraq too.
Yeah,
right?
but I want to bring up the fact that most of the African countries were colonies of the UK long before we had anything to do with them.
Correct.
And look at how that turned out.
Yeah, no, a lot of them turned into places to get slaves. Now this one scares the fuck out of me, dude. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but I know it's not a good thing. Trump
I
has
don't think it
ordered
means anything. I think he says we will start testing nuclear weapons. That doesn't mean they're actually going to do it.
I mean, they could probably just test the missiles without the
We're
warhead.
already testing missiles, not warheads.
Mm-hmm.
This is all about Russia right here.
Yeah, just
probably. But he said he wants to be on par with the rest of the world with nuclear testing. We haven't tested a nuclear weapon since the Soviet Union fell.
Nope.
92 was our
Where are we
last
going to
nuclear
test them at?
Not in the ocean, because that's against the law. So I'm guessing in Arizona or Nevada. Maybe the Arctic. I don't know.
You could go to Las Vegas and watch a nuclear explosion going on the horizon.
That would be a big tourist attraction.
That would actually get a lot of people out there to go gambling if you could sit there and just watch.
Yeah,
the
actually, that's
cloud.
what actually happened back in the 19.
And Vladimir Putin came out and issued a new nuclear warning after Trump said he was going to resume atomic testing. This is a whole bunch of back and forth.
Well, Putin's been saying this every month or so since he started this war with Ukraine. He's like, we'll nuke you if we need to. It's like, bitch, you keep threatening. And I think that's exactly what it was. Is Trump was like, all right, let's go ahead and test one. Let them know that we actually still have these things.
Yeah.
Brian's favorite part of the show.
Oh, yeah?
Sonny Hostin.
Oh.
She had to bring her son to the police station to prevent the harassment calls from her all-white neighborhood. Well, first thought was, you hate white people. You think they're all evil and racist.
Why are you living in an all-white neighborhood?
Why move into an all-white neighborhood? Exactly. And what's even more fun was shortly after she said this, she was on the View, and they were talking about Halloween decorations, how they're getting a lot better and scarier than they used to be. And apparently someone jumped out and scared her before the show, and she basically tongue lashed her co-host
traumatized
about how easily she gets scared, how she's traumatized. It's like if someone jumping out and yelling boo is enough to you to lose your mind and tell them off in front of your live audience, then maybe the harassment you're getting in this white neighborhood isn't real either. Just my thoughts. I don't know. What do you think, Brian?
I agree.
Do you think the neighborhood kids are actually calling her kid the N-bomb?
No.
How about this? If your kids want to prepare for whatever extra sport, how about you go to a fucking a place to do it, because a track field, that's where you go run.
Well,
stop being a dick and fucking run in front of the house. I mean,
I don't think that had anything to do with it.
But I'm just saying, she's like, oh, this is my kids are running around my neighborhood. And I hate this motherfucker running around the neighborhood in the morning because you fucking slow down traffic.
Well, you don't run in the middle of the road, obviously.
Yeah, if the kids are doing triathlon type of training or whatever training, go to fucking track and field. They're doing the fucking, like, if you just, I can see if he don't work. I bet you he don't fucking work if this is true, because I think it's a bullshit, anyways. But if I could see a worker person, like, look, I gotta go to work, but I don't got time to go to track and field. Let me run a couple blocks from my house. I get it. But if you're a fucking kid and your mom is in the fucking TV newscast, I bet you he's not fucking working. And he got a car too.
Well, I think he's younger than that, but I'm not sure. I have no idea how old this kid is, honestly.
I mean, let's give him college age. It's still not working.
Yeah. And isn't she the one
the slave owner?
Yeah,
family.
Exactly. She's the descendant of slave owners.
Yeah.
And it's like, Sonny, when are you going to pay your reparations?
Yeah, no shit.
I mean,
and I think it is bullshit. This fucking thing. They just say shit to say shit so they can find like something so they can get the spotlight,
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like it's been proven that you're the bad guy here.
Okay, if I see somebody running in like sweats, shorts, and a hoodie, you fucking training for something. Good. But if you running around with fucking boots, pants, and a fucking shirt, what the hell are you running from?
So wait a minute. You're telling me if you see a dude wearing steel-toed boots, denim jeans, with a bag of power tools running down the street, you're not going to assume he's just working out? You're going to assume he stole those tools?
Yeah.
Isn't that
something
that
he could be a construction guy. A construction guy is fucking running from the fire, but he'd be standing in front of the house watching the house on fire.
Yeah, you get away from the fire and stop running, right?
Yeah, you like calling police. You're not going to be run forever,
But isn't this exactly what happened when those two brothers stopped him, then ended up shooting him because he tried to fight him? Yeah. And like, how do you know he wasn't out exercising? He was wearing steel-toed boots, jeans, and had a bag of power tools over his shoulder. Like, he went into that house being built and stole everything,
Yeah.
Yeah, those brothers are in prison, by the way. And those are the two guys that came up with the fuck around and find out.
Oh, shit. I need to look into that.
Yeah, the guy said something like, you ain't gonna shoot me, and he goes, well, fuck around and find out. Yeah, and then he tried to take the shotgun from the guy, and tell you what's gonna happen to you 100% of the time if you try to take a shotgun from somebody.
You're gonna get shot.
You're gonna get shot with a shotgun. Yeah.
I'd be like, let me go this way,
Oh shit, wrong area. My bad. I'll go the other way now.
Yeah.
You want even if these are my tools, you can keep them. Please don't blast me with a shotgun.
So Trump's trying to piss off people in D.C.
What else is new?
Because he reinstalled the Confederate General statue that he had control over. It was toppled in 2020, but he reinstalled it in D.C. proper now.
Good.
All right.
The problem with this shit is it's just going to come down the next time there's a Democrat president.
And they're going to destroy it too. Just like that other
They're
one.
They're going to do like the one they're going to make it reimagined artwork.
Oh, I'm fucking pissed about that shit, dude.
The Stonewall Jackson one?
Yeah. We talked about it on the podcast, but you weren't here because you were too much. You were hobnobbing with the Republicans.
Anyways.
Well, you the Republican Party loved having a brown man there with a thick accent.
Hell
right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
he's probably the only one.
A reporter asked me questions like,
really?
Yeah. He's like, you want to go on camera on this? Like, no, I'm good, man.
You should have went on camera. We could have used it for the podcast.
No, because look. You ever see people says? You ever see people get it? You ever see people on camera say stupid shit? I'm like, what?
Yes.
Why you say that? And I think it's because they get a camera on their face.
You are more of a professional than that. You wouldn't be the stupid person on EDP.
Look, I just don't fucking want to risk it, okay?
Don't even want to
take my losses.
Don't want to be the guy who ruined it for the Republican Party, okay?
He ruined it for the podcast.
You will ask me something, and I'll be like, like, fuck, like, because...
Yeah. So what do you think about the migration crisis, Mr. Guapo? Kill the
I'm a
dark
legal
no
citizen
English.
of the United States.
I'm gonna be like, no English.
Hang them all. Yes, we should tighten the border up and deport people here illegally, even though I came here illegally myself.
Yeah,
He did not.
Keep the big booty Latinas and shit.
Oh my God, you sound like Alex Stein now. Oh my God, did you see that when he actually?
The show, keep the big booty Latinas.
Do you see when he actually yelled it at AOC before anyone knew who he was?
Yeah.
He goes, "How's my favorite big booty Latina?" And she like shakes her ass for him, and then she finds out who he is, and it's like he sexually harassed me. It's like you shook your ass for him. He's hilarious. He was the guy. You guys might have seen it a little while ago. He was going by an MSNBC camera. Stop behind the reporter and just starts yelling, "MSNBC sucks."
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. Like I didn't think people still did that shit.
He's keeping it alive.
You guys know who Danny Masterson is?
Yeah, he was big on the Netflix show.
So okay, the one where they ran the bar. Is that the one you're talking about? And Ashton Kutcher was on it too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, he was also on that 70s show with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, that's where they got together. Yeah.
Hyde. Well, he got convicted of I think 2 counts of rape a little while ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's in prison. His wife has moved to drop his last name, Masterson, from his daughter's name.
Probably because it's screwing up her life.
Maybe, but he got 30 to life for what, 2 counts of rape. Murderers get less time.
But kids are, I don't know how old the daughter is, but people are going to associate that name with him for a while.
Yeah, but again, why let
So
one
he got
person
convicted
ruin
of
the
rape.
name?
But this is a.
So you want the daughter to lie about who their father is?
No, like this is what pissed me off about this thing, dude. Like there was no evidence. Everything's just what they say. And that's
Trump.
what I went with.
Like the E. Jean Carroll case.
Yeah.
But 30 years to life.
Yeah, this fucking
dude. You could collect people and execute them in your front yard with a gunshot to the back of the head and not serve that much time.
He shouldn't appeal this thing because there's no evidence about it,
He should have identified as black. He might not have got as much time. Because it's racist to put black people in jail for stuff, right? Newsom's having a little bit of trouble right now with his gerrymandering thing. Apparently, they're gonna have to change a bunch of laws to get this done because it's just not feasible under their own laws.
Oh, that's what fucking Democrats in Virginia are doing. They fucking want to pass.
Yep.
Well, they're trying to. It's got to go through. We got to vote on it still.
Yeah, we voted. No, we voted on this.
Called like 5 years. Yeah, but they're calling it a special. It's got to be voted on twice in the session, a legislation session. Then it comes to the voters to vote again. So how they're trying to push it through before the midterms is by called in a special session this year, and then another legislation next year, and then we voted on it the year after.
So by the time this would actually go into effect, it would be time to redraw the maps anyway because of the next census.
Yes.
So what's the point of all this effort and work?
This is just to get with some steer out of the fucking campaign. That's all it is.
That's still. I'm sorry. It just still makes me laugh.
And this should be fucking unconstitutional too because they're doing it through a middle of election day month.
Well, that would be a state's constitution issue, and I don't know Virginia's constitution well enough, but I do know the California Constitution says Newsom cannot do what he wants to do. So they're going to amend the Constitution of California to be able to do this.
But he's pushing it through a vote, and here they're not doing that. They're not doing it through a vote. They're fucking they're doing it fucking the majority of the party is Democrat. They hold the majority, so that's what they're doing.
The problem is if the Dems keep pushing this, they're gonna lose hard.
It's gonna backfire them. It always does.
It's gonna backfire hard because most of these Dem states are already gerrymandered to fuck. Like we were talking about before, New England, all of New England does not have a single Republican representative in the federal government.
Yeah, the 40% of voters in New England.
Yeah, and they're like, well, we're going to gerrymander. It's like, well, you might accidentally elect a Republican that way. Meanwhile, you got like Texas just had a giant influx of people. So they, redid this thing and like, oh shit, and they got 6 extra seats. What happens when Montana and all these and Michigan, well, not Michigan, but a bunch of these other states do, the red states do the same thing. The Dems are going to get crushed.
Fuck around.
Tell me about 67, Brian.
I'm bringing it up now.
I see that.
YouTube.
But what does it mean? The meme comes from a song called Doot Doot by rapper Skrilla. It dropped in late 2024, and in the track, Skrilla says 6'7". He's talking about 67th Street in Chicago, and that's where the phrase originated. Fast forward to early 2025, and TikTok and Instagram users took that 6'7" line, connected it to NBA player LaMelo Ball, who just happens to be 6'7". So whenever the song hits the 6'7" line, editors would cut to footage of LaMelo dominating the court. And from these edits, the meme evolved. People started making TikToks and Instagram reels involving the number 6'7". For example, someone would say that they scored 67 out of 100 on the test, and then someone would say, "You mean 6'7"?
Yeah.
It became a type of inside joke where you had to understand it before you could use it, but there was no understanding. The meaning of 6'7" is 6'7". And then the meme got even more popular in March of 2025 during a Cam Wilder basketball vlog. The camera panned to a white kid with blonde fluffy hair, and out of nowhere he shouts,
fluffy hair.
Clips of that kid started spreading across TikTok in April, and people quickly dubbed him the 6'7" kid with fluffy hair. His hairstyle even got nicknamed the ice cream haircut. For many, the clip felt cringy. And then this led to a stereotype called the Mason 6'7" archetype, poking fun at younger Gen Z and Gen Alpha boys who overuse internet slang and trends like this. And then later in 2025, the 6'7" kid took on an even stranger form with what's now called SCP-067. Around August, edits started circulating where the 6'7" kid's face was distorted into something creepy with glowing blue eyes, massive gaping mouth, or sometimes black and white like a giant space creature. People compared it to SCP-096 or SCP-1471, and that's how he got the name SCP-067. Other edits made him look like an anti-piracy screen, like one of those that you would see if you pirated a video game, turning the 6'7" kid into full-on nightmare fuel, but now also a digital urban legend. And that's the story of 6'7". Be sure to subscribe.
So it's stupid, it means nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what dictionary.com said too.
Great.
Well, anyways, guys, let me get out of here. I gotta wake up early.
Yeah,
we're about done, but all right.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Uh,
Yeah, they actually look like the back of the bus.
Oh, this dude, David Pearson, never heard of? He's a Hollywood producer. He's going to prison forever. He's 42 years old. Apparently, he was drugging women and raping them.
God damn.
2 of these women died of the drugs.
No.
So 146 year sentence. That
so like he'll
expire.
be out at 100 years with good behavior.
I'm not sure, but
He'll be
right
142
now it's
years old.
Right now they're projecting 2171 when he's gonna get out of prison.
How old will be then?
Dead.
No, this is why you need that sentence, because you wasted taxpayers' money on this motherfucker.
It costs more money to execute someone.
It costs way more money because they got to go through a million different appeals and stuff.
Yep.
Oh my god, let's simplify. Just fucking shoot. Give it a menu. What do you want? Shooting, electrical, injection.
Yeah, but you have so many rights before the government's allowed to take your life. You get so many appeals, and it just eats up court time. You got juries and panels of judges. It's crazy.
Can we do trial by combat trial? Anyway,
anything left in leftovers you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Let me get my share on. Looks like that's our show then, Brian. Oh snap!
Oh, snap.
Hold up, Dr. Phil. It's
What about Dr.
bankruptcy?
Phil?
Oh, hold on.
You want to talk about it?
After
No,
I
I didn't know. I was shocked. Like, what? I thought he was making money.
Yeah.
Basically, his company got bought out by another company recently, and they realized that the sale wasn't really that great of a deal, and there was no money to be made, and it's going into bankruptcy.
Oh,
not
okay.
just
All right.
not just
And
bankruptcy,
in
but
the
Chapter
bankruptcy,
7.
they try to do the Chapter 11 bankruptcy, where it'd be like the
Wipe the slate
restructure, like
clean.
a Chapter 13 type of bankruptcy for normal
Yep.
people. And the judge said, no, that's not going to happen. There's too many creditors for this. There's too many liabilities. We're liquidating.
Yeah, liquidating everything in this company and selling it off to pay your debts, and then you don't owe any more money. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
right.
guess we watch this happen with that then.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Brian.
All right.
Let's pinch this turd off.
Oh,
All righty then.